Greetings, good people. Welcome to my channel. Baldhead Hierophant here, coming on to give you guys a reading of the elements. So I'm going to start with air sign. So I am talking to Gemini, Libra, Aquarian people. Okay, this is your collective message. Remember, if a message is yours, you will feel it immediately and intensely. Okay, so listen out for code words, possibly numerology, colors. You yourself turn up and turn on your intuition. Look at the cards, make a connection, because your own intuition will tell you about a reading as well. You may feel or see things on the card that resonate with a dream or something that you were already thinking, something that you saw, even if I don't pick up on it, okay? And again, we know if it's not your message, don't make it fit, okay? So let's see what Spirit has to say to us today for the element of air, okay? For the element of air. What's going on with you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? What is it that you need to know? Okay, I'm calling in the spirit of love, light, and wholeness to bring a message through me to you of clarity. Ace of Cups, Ashe, fulfillment. I'm not going to keep it, but I do feel like this could possibly be one of the things that you all are experiencing right now. Could be like a hard space activation, so to speak. But we're going to pull more cards to see. But I do like this coming out for you as I was shuffling, because it is very symbolic of emotional force, okay? Emotional fulfillment, the rekindling of intimacy, the rekindling of love. So this could be a relationship read, could be a partnership read. Right now, don't know until we lay these cards. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. So the Magician and the Tower. Now I will keep these. These are major arcana. And for them to both come out, there's most definitely some transformation taking place in your life right now. Okay. This Magician card is showing me clearly that you are like calling in your own alchemy, okay? There's something happening right now with you, air sign, okay? You're not, I was about to say the word stable. That was the first word that popped up, but I don't know if I want to stick with that word, but I'm going to keep it for the lack of having a better word to use. I may come back to this. I may have to revisit that word, but for right now, I'm going to say there is a change in your stability. And it is mental, okay? It is cerebral. There is something going on in your mind, okay? That is changing how you view everything, okay? Now, this is the number 16 card, the Tower card, okay? The number 7 also is in this card because 1 plus 6 equals 7. The 7 card is the Chariot card, which also lets me know the Chariot card isn't here, but based on the numerology, the number 7, that is the Chariot's card. The Chariot is movement by your own sheer will, okay? So you are ushering in this change. You are calling in this alchemical process that's taking place, okay? What is this alchemical process? What does it consist of? You're leaving something. Something became overwhelming to you. For some of you, it's a job. For some of you, it's a relationship. Place the energy where it belongs. But you probably have been putting in a lot of work trying to figure out where you're going to go after this. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who has had this shift in the making. You knew you were about to leave that job. You knew you were about to leave that relationship. You just needed the right things to, to fall in place. Okay, so again, this is no wonder you got such heavy cards. The Magician, thinking, heavy heavy magic. Some of you may have even did some road opener spells lately, okay? Something to help you move past bondage and debris that was keeping you from moving forward, okay? So I believe that you've released, you've done some type of blockbuster type of breakout, okay? Something was holding you hostage, okay? Something was holding you in a place where there was no growth and no movement. And I believe that is maybe what initiated the magic. That's what initiated the process. That's what brought on the alchemy. You begin to see it yourself. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Okay, so that may have been the word that you had been using here lately. I just feel stuck. I feel stuck. I feel stuck. But something has or will in the very near future present itself, the Tower card, and it's going to come quick. Now, the Tower card sometimes can denote being pushed into a situation. Sometimes it can be the energy of you just making a sudden decision. This is Uranus energy, okay? Aquarian energy. But you making a quick decision to jump ship, making a quick decision to, leave, making a quick decision, or feeling like, okay, I got everything in order now so I can make that jump, okay? So that's most definitely what these three cards are denoting. I'm going to pull more cards, but what I see thus far, air element is you have made the decision to leave. And again, I don't believe it was just an overnight thing. I believe that you've been working on this plan for a minute, okay? Ashe. Congratulations to you. May we all be free from anything that is no longer serving us. Ashe. Page of Wands, yes. Not only free and leaving because it no longer serves you, but whatever it was halting your creativity. It was halting your inspiration. It was halting your passion for something that you, I think before you got into that situation, before you got into the marriage, before you got into the relationship, before you got into the job, before you, before you took on that responsibility, whatever it is, fill in the blanks, whatever it is for you, there was something very youthful and creative about you. But since you moved into that thing, you became drained, heavy, and disconnected from your inspiration, disconnected from your creativity. Okay, but I believe that's one of the things that you're moving back toward. You're moving back toward doing what made you feel free, doing what made you feel happy, doing what made you feel powerful, okay? The Page of Wands is a young, fruitful, full energy, okay? Sometimes that energy can jump the gun, okay? Meaning that maybe they do things before they are really completely ready for it, or sometimes they jump into things, yes, I can do it, before fully getting the instructions or the full directions of said thing. So sometimes, okay, this energy can denote that you moving too fast and you need to slow down. Okay, so for a few of you, that this could be your situation. You could have already left a situation, you could have already left the job, you could have already left something, but you're jumping into something else too soon. It's like almost like you kind of need to pace yourself, go into a little miniature hermit mode, okay, and just kind of chill, okay? Take some time out to recoup, to refresh, to renew, okay? Show me clearly if there's more information for the air element. Okay. Show me clearly if there's more for the air element. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What more needs to be said? Four of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. So I literally just said this, but I like this because it just connects with what I just said. Taking some time out. Now, sometimes this can denote, blocking change, possessiveness, territorial, not being willing to share your emotional self with anybody. In this case, this is what you need to do, because whatever you left took some stuff from you. It took time. It took energy. I'm not going to say it. Well, I am going to say that. I am going to continue to say that. It drained you. So this card here is telling you to be a little selfish, okay? Be a little self-centered. It's time for you to replenish you, Okay, this is not the time to overexert yourself. This is not the time to involve yourself in other people's stuff. No bending over backwards for none of that. This is a time where you need to hold on to yourself. Be selfish. Okay, that's the only way you're going to replenish and become self-full. You're gonna have to be a little selfish, okay, and only taking care of those things that really and truly matter. Okay, I really can't stress this enough, because the bulk of your problems came from you not being selfish. I believe that I'm speaking to the type of person, the type of air sign that overextends. And sometimes Libras rock that way. Okay, I don't really see Gemini energy moving like that, but you can. It is in you to do that. But I do know that Libras overextend, okay, to the point where by the time you look up, you have nothing and there is no reciprocity. Nobody's giving you anything, and you've been the only giver. Everybody's been taking. Now you are asked out. You have nothing to offer, not even left for yourself. Okay, so this most definitely is encouraging you to be a little selfish. Okay, self-centered needs to be your theme. Okay, especially for the next 3 months, for the next 90 days. Okay, that realignment cycle is vital for you. Okay, vital, because I think you've been in this situation, okay, for a minute. It took you a minute to gather up those 10 wands, okay, or that, to muster up that energy, to muster up that everything that you knew you needed to muster up, okay? Because I believe some of you may have had children, so it was going to take time to muster up the time and the energy and the money, you know, to make a move with kids, okay? And then some of you, I think you may have invested just a lot of your physical self into a situation and you became complacent, okay? So that takes a lot of cerebral energy to change your mindset, to know that you need better, that you have got to leave a situation because it's definitely not getting any better. Okay, and the only thing that was happening was it was draining you. Okay, nothing about the situation was feeding you. So I believe that for some of you, you probably only took what you could, but you had to leave a lot behind. And that's okay, because you know, when you're starting over, sometimes it's best to leave a lot of the heavy stuff behind and get brand new everything, okay? For some of you, I just heard that it was like furniture, like you could only take your clothes, okay? You only had enough help or enough room or enough money to take, you know, things that you only, you know, needed, and maybe you're concerned about how you're going to replenish, okay, or how you're going to get those things back. But if you had the courage to move, then trust in your spirit guides, your ancestors, divine intelligence, source energy, whatever you call who it is that you pray to. Trust that they're going to replenish the materials, okay? We live in a material plane, a material realm, so manifesting materials is no thing, but it is up to you to manifest a healthy, whole, emotional and mental self, okay? And that's what was up against, that's what was up against this heaviness, okay? It was causing you to not, it was just causing some things, okay? It was causing you not to feel empowered, okay? Powered, or in your power, okay? So you were not feeling motivated, nor were you feeling self-propelled, okay? And because of the situation that you were in. But again, some type of, you either had a dream, something happened. When this Magician card shows up, it shows that there is something that caused the whirlwind. Something caused you to feel like, I gotta change. I need to put forth effort to make something shake, because this ain't it anymore, okay? And as soon as you called on that energy, as soon as you set out a rocket of desire for that change to come, it came, okay? And it came in the form of a tower moment, meaning something ended, whether it ended abruptly and you were pushed out of it, or if you were sound and made a decision and just walked away. Either way, you were freed from something that was no longer beneficial. Knight of Wands. Now, I like this card simply because the page has already come out. Okay, so the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands have both showed up in your reading. The reason why this is beautiful is because this is a realignment of, I'm not going to say of your lower energies, but then again, I kind of have to say that. Because earlier when I said that I will probably have to revisit the word stability, something knocked you, this thing that you felt like needed to change, the situation that you were caught up in. You may have been rooted in other areas, but it uprooted you from your creativity. I am talking to someone whose creation was halted, okay? I am talking to someone whose passion and inspiration for the arts was halted because of this situation. For some of you, again, it's a relationship. For some of you, it was your job. But both of them halted your creativity. So the reawakening of your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra is what you're probably feeling now. You've called your magic back to you. This is what it looks like when you call your magic back to you. Okay? See what it looks like? When you call your magic back to you. So this would be considered the princess, okay? And this would be considered the prince. Balanced, divine, feminine, divine, masculine energy. This is a realignment with your youth, okay? With your innocence, so to speak, when it comes to your creativity, okay? I believe that you were using a lot of that energy to please or to help other people, okay? Because sometimes when we are, when those bottom chakras are not aligned, a lot of times we overexert energy by giving it to other people. For women, a lot of times it's thinking that you have to say yes, 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 yes to sex all the time because you feel like your body is, what's the word? You'll feel like your body is requiring sex when our reality, it's requiring creativity. But your human self will assume that, oh, I'm horny. But that's not the case. It's a lack of luster. It's a lack of having this energy to be able to tap in and call in creative energy. Okay. Some of you have hobbies and passions that you put down that you no longer do. Some of you, maybe some of you played the drums. Maybe some of you used to go horseback riding. Okay. Some of you used to dance. Okay. Or did Zumba, okay, or anything full of action and your physical body was involved. Some of you guys used to do that, but something happened that moved you away from this, okay? And the times that you did have the energy to do this, it was being misplaced and misused with having sex, okay? Because sexual energy really should be used for creativity and moving your body around, okay? That horny feeling isn't always to be used to engage in sex, okay? You have to learn how to differentiate that feeling, okay? So I really, really, hope that this is resonating with someone, because it is, it happens, okay? It happens. But whoever I'm speaking to, you are in a transitional phase, okay? You are in a transitional phase, but you're walking yourself back to this energy here. Okay. You could be a young man or young woman. Okay. Because, the more, the younger cards, the knight and the page of any deck means the, not immature, but the younger energy. Okay. So you yourself, could be a young man or young woman, or it could literally just be talking about uniting or reuniting that part of yourself. Okay, it doesn't matter your age. You could be 88, but there is a young girl or a young boy or the energy of youth that resides in you that wants to come back out. Okay, a lot of times when you see older people decide to do something just crazy and young, what has happened is they have re-tapped into their sacral and solar chakra. Okay, it's balanced. They've probably been doing yoga, meditating, eating, colored fruits, fasting from meats. They've done something. Okay, whether they did it on purpose or unbeknownst to themselves, they've done something that realigned those bottom three chakras: the root, the sacral, and the solar. And they have this jolt of energy that makes them start a bucket list. Okay, the bucket list don't come from, oh, I'm finna die. It comes from having a jolt of youthful energy that realigns you with things that you enjoy doing. Okay, creativities and hobbies and different things that made you happy when you were younger. So this is what's happening here. Somebody's realigning with this energy, but first you had to be bold enough and create that plan to get away from whatever it was that removed you from this from the get-go. Okay. So I do want to pull one more card because I feel like there's some, okay, yeah, because I was going to say I feel like I'm talking to someone who is weeping because you've had to leave something that you felt like was your stability. Like some of you had to leave a relationship and maybe you haven't been on your own in a while, so you feel like you can't do this. And I knew that, and then this didn't do nothing but come out and furthermore, solidify it. This is crying over something from the past. This is not being able to willingly, and I got another card too, but I'm going to tie it all together because two cards came out. But this here is talking about somebody who doesn't see the blessings that's over there in behind them because they're worried about, what they're going to have to let go, what you missed out on. This, to me, this is the water under the bridge. This is over with. This is the spilled milk, okay? And you can't put that back in a cup. It's gone. It's over. But sometimes people, have a hard time letting go of this energy, okay? But now you got the Eight of Pentacles, which I love this for it to be the last card to this reading, because what this is telling you is it's time to master self. Eight of Pentacles is a self-mastery card, okay? Everything that you've come through has been so you can tap directly into self-mastery, okay? I said this earlier, some of you just overextended yourselves, okay? You were overcompensating, okay? Trying to, I think some of you maybe had that mindset, well, I'm gonna be the bigger person, and instead of honoring you everything that you did in the relationship or on that job or wherever you feel like you should have been and left, but you stayed. You only stayed to benefit the other person or to benefit the business or to benefit something and everything outside of you, okay? But now this card is telling you that you, okay, are the one that needs to be mastered, okay? And who's going to master you? You. Taking time out, okay, to invest infinite energy into yourself, okay? Learning about all aspects of those chakras, okay? Aspects of you, okay? This could also represent the phases of the moon, okay? This could be looked at as so many different things, but they're being five. When I look at this card, I feel like it reminds me of spark plugs, sparks being sent off, okay? And initiating and waking up and sparking different just kind of waking up those different discs, okay? Those different high-flying discs discs, discs, okay, of energy, okay? See, and then look at the fire, okay, igniting that, okay? And I knew that was happening based on the Magician card being here. You made a decision that something needed to change, okay? And like I denoted with the Tower card, some of y'all were pushed into this change because a decision was made for you that kind of pushed you out the window, and some of you just decided to jump out the window. Either way, the result is the same. You're jumping back into yourself, and self-mastery is the name of the game, okay? But all of that other stuff had to be removed, okay? So if you resonate with this message, may you receive the freeness, okay, and that divineness that you feel when you are back honoring you. I hope you receive that in multitudes, okay, and in magnitudes, okay, because that's what's going to ground you, okay? That's the new stability that you're going to be grounded in. That's self-love, because at the end of the day, that's what this message was all about. Self-love. And there was no way you were going to get back to this energy without being pushed and made to feel uncomfortable. So you knew you had to make a change, okay? And you accepted this change under grace and in a perfect way. So good for you, and may you feel it intensely, okay? If you've stayed with me throughout the entirety of this message, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll be back in a few with the next element. Namaste.